Triumph IAS Daily Prelims Practice MCQ is a program that is exclusively designed for CSE 2023 aspirants. In this video discussion, we will discuss UPSC CSE Prelims previous 25-year questions.
Question number 1. In the context of colonial India, Shah Nawaz Khan, Prem, Kumar, Sehgal and Gurbaksh Singh Dhillion are remembered as Option A. Leaders of Swadeshi and boycott movement. Option B. Members of the interim government in 1946. Option C. Members of the drafting committee in the Constituent Assembly. Option D. Officers of the Indian National Army. The correct answer is option D. Number 1. Indian National Army Azad Hind Fauj was formed in 1942 by Captain Mohan Singh with the help of the Japanese, but due to differences, it was disbanded. Number 2. Again in July 1943, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose reorganized the Indian National Army along with Ras Bihari Bose and Japanese help. Number 3. The ENA campaign was headed towards Kohima under the leadership of Capt. Nawaz Khan, which resulted into defeat. Number 4. After the end of WW2, the ENA was had to surrender to the British Army, and later on 3 officials were court-martialed by Lord Wavell at Red Fort. Number 5. Red Fort trials were defended by a series of lawyers, including Kane Kaju, Tej Bahadur Sprue, Jail Nehru, resulting into ENA agitation across the country. Question number 2. Consider the following pairs craft versus heritage of. Number 1. Puthukuli shawls, Tamil Nadu. Number 2. Sujni embroidery, Maharashtra. Number 3. Uppada Jamdani saris, Karnataka. Which of the statements given above is correct? Option A. 1 only. Option B. 1 and 2 only. Option C. 3 only. Option D. 2 and 3. The correct answer is option A. Sujni embroidery incorrect. It belongs to Bihar. Times Upda Jamdani saris incorrect. It belongs to Andhra Pradesh. Question number 3. Consider the following. The arrival of Babur into India led to the Number 1. Introduction of gunpowder in the subcontinent. Number 2. Introduction of the arch and dome in the region's architecture. Number 3. Establishment of Timurid dynasty in the region. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Option A. 1 and 2 only. Option B. 3 only. Option C. 1 and 3 only. Option D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option B. In the 14th and 15th century, gunpowder was used for military purpose in India, and even artillery in its rudimentary form was known. The Babur's first real expedition took place in India in 1519 when he captured Bhira. The Delhi Sultanate's greatest contribution to Indian fine arts was the introduction of Islamic architectural features, including true domes and arches, and the integration of Indian and Islamic styles of architecture. The Timurid dynasty was a Sunni Muslim dynasty. Members of the Timurid dynasty were strongly influenced by the Persian culture and had established 2 well-known empires in history, namely the Timurid Empire, 1370 to 1507, in Persia and Central Asia, and the Mughal Empire, 1526 to 1857, in the Indian subcontinent. Question number 4. Economically, one of the results of the British rule in India in the 19th century was the Option A. Increase in the export of Indian handicrafts. Option B. Growth in the number of Indian-owned factories. Option C. Commercialization of Indian agriculture. Option D. Rapid increase in the urban population. The correct answer is option C. Commercialization of Indian agriculture was among the major impacts of British rule on Indian economy. Question number 5. The Trade Disputes Act of 1929 provided for option A. The participation of workers in the management of industries. Option B. Arbitrary powers to the management to quell industrial disputes. Option C. An intervention by the British court in the event of a trade dispute. Option D. A system of tribunals and a ban on strikes. The correct answer is option D. The Trade Disputes Act of April 1929 imposed a system of tribunals and tried to ban strikes undertaken for objects other than furtherance of a trade dispute or if designed to coerce government and or inflict hardships on the community. Hence D is the answer.